I just got a message on WhatsApp from your mother. She complained again.
Again?
Do you remember that I told you we had a surprise visit from her the other day? That's when she checked out the apartment.
And?
A pair of pajamas were lying around in the bedroom. The TV remote was left on the couch. There was an empty can in the trash. She pointed out a lot of details.
Oh my, she's as detailed as ever. Oh wait, I was the one who did all those things.
Well, I'm not so meticulous, so it doesn't bother me, but it must have bothered her. Oh, but the empty cans are different.
Sorry.
I don't like her checking my apartment every time she comes over. Chris, could you talk to her about it?
To stop tormenting my wife?
You don't have to be so straightforward. Don't you hate it when someone checks on your home?
Well, yeah.
I don't like that about her.
Got it. I'll talk to her. She must be bored living alone. Please keep her company.
Okay.
Amanda, when are you free the next time?
What?
I found a great design on social media.
Again?
Oh, if you're busy, that's okay. I know you're working, so you don't have to squeeze me into your schedule.
No, I happen to be off tomorrow, so I'll go out with you. I mean, I'm also interested.
Really? Good. Then I'll pick you up.
Oh, would that be okay?
Of course. I found some nice miscellaneous goods, and I want to check them out with you.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it too. But I never thought that we share the same interest.
True. I've loved lace accessories since I was a student. In the past, there were so few of them that they had become antique items. It was hard to buy them myself.
Nowadays, there are a lot of cute and inexpensive ones, though the pattern depends on the price.
Yes. Then by all means, let's go shopping together tomorrow.
Yes, with pleasure. I'm looking forward to it.
Amanda?
Ah, Chris. You're coming back from your business trip today, right? How was work?
Well, I can't come home today.
What? Why?
My mom collapsed, so I'm going back to my mother's house.
Gina collapsed? What do you mean?
I don't know the details. The hospital said she was taken by ambulance.
An ambulance?
Yeah, she had a really high fever and they're putting an IV on her.
High fever?
After the drip, they want her to stay home and check on her progress. I'll rush over to her house as soon as I get back from my business trip, but don't you come.
Why not?
Because you don't like my mom.
What?
She's always sarcastic with you. She checks on you in the apartment and does all kinds of nasty things to you.
Well, she used to, but...
So, you don't have to come.
Oh.
Besides, I don't know what's causing the high fever, so I don't want you to catch it or anything. Anyway, I'll go and take care of her.
Okay.
I might be nursing her for a while, so please be prepared for that. Amanda? Is Chris back from his trip?
No.
He even lied to me.
I was with you when I got a message from him. If you had really collapsed, I would have been the first to know about it.
Instead of collapsing, I was happily shopping with you.
Actually, there's something I didn't tell you. Chris has been acting suspicious lately.
Suspicious?
Yes, he suddenly started working late and coming home late, and he often doesn't eat dinner at home. There are days when he didn't come home because he couldn't finish his overtime work.
I see.
So, I don't know if this business trip is true or not. I'm sorry to say this to you, but I thought he might be having an affair.
Well, I had a hunch too. That's why I told you to go along with his story.
I'll ask his company tomorrow if he really went on a business trip.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm very sorry about this, Amanda. If you find out anything new, will you call me back?
Of course. I'm grateful to have someone who I can talk to about this. Gina, I contacted the company. Chris, as I thought, didn't go on a business trip.
I see. I knew it. And?
Yes, he asked for a week's leave because of a death in the family.
A death in the family?
And a friend of mine sent me this picture. I'll send it to you right now.
This is...
A friend of mine happened to be on the same trip with his wife. He sent this to me because he saw someone who looked exactly like Chris. The woman with her arms crossed is a stranger.
Chris? What the heck is that girl doing?
So, there was a picture of two of them going into a hotel together. They both had big smiles on their faces like they were lovers. She was a friend of mine who was at the wedding. Chris didn't notice my friend. Maybe it was because they are a married couple.
I see.
Apparently, Chris is traveling with this woman right now. That means he is having an affair. I'm going to contact him now.
That won't be necessary.
What? What do you mean?
I can't allow him to do such a shameful thing. I will punish that boy. Amanda, I need you to go along with his lie.
What?
I'm sorry I put you through this. I'm the one who raised him. Let him do whatever he's doing for now.
Okay.
Call me when you find out when he is coming back.
Okay, I will.
Amanda?
Chris, how's Gina?
Yeah, her fever's gone down and she's stable now. I'll be home tomorrow. Sorry to worry you.
I'm fine. So, what was it that made her sick?
It was a fever caused by a viral infection.
Oh, wow.
She hasn't been exercising or anything. She's quite old, so she got a high fever. I'm going to take this opportunity to have her start walking and exercise.
I see. Did she say anything about you not coming home? I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I told her I didn't have to.
Why?
Because, you're not very good at being with her, right? So I thought it'd be better for me to explain it to you than for you to call her.
But, with the given circumstances, if the fever's gone down, a word from her would be nice.
That's what I usually do. I think she didn't do it because I didn't.
Anyway, you haven't contacted me for the past 3 days. Isn't that too long?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was exhausted from working and taking care of my mom. So I fell asleep before I had the chance to contact you.
I see. I don't know what I should do.
I'm sorry, I apologize. But I'm glad her fever is gone. She's eating well now, so I don't think there's nothing to worry about anymore.
Maybe I should go visit her tomorrow.
That's no good.
Why not? I can't just ignore the fact that she was sick with a high fever. I'm your wife.
That's true, but she had a high fever because of the virus. And if you get the virus from her, that would be a big problem.
But she's already cured, right? Can I at least visit her?
No, you don't have to. I don't want her to get sick of you or harass you again. I'll talk to her about it.
Would that be okay with you?
Sure. I'm sorry to have you worried.
Okay, I understand. Well, anyway, I'll be waiting for you to come home tomorrow.
Right. Amanda, I just arrived at the station. I'm heading home now.
Okay. Hey, what have you been doing with your clothes for a week? You went to work, right?
Oh, I washed my own shirts. I'm at my mother's home,
What did you do with your suit? Did you wear the same suit for a week?
No, I I had my dad's suit at home, so I borrowed it. It was a little old, but it was okay.
I see. But you can't cook at all. How did you feed your mother?
I can make a sandwich. After her fever came down, I bought some groceries at the supermarket and convenience store. I didn't have any problem.
Well, I could have at least cooked if you had told me.
Well, my mom was happy, so I guess it wasn't a problem.
I see. You're doing a great job of telling the story. It's getting interesting.
Huh? What do you mean?
Never mind, sorry. Well then, I'll be waiting for you to come home.
Amanda? What's going on? I just got home and my mom is here. But where are you?
Oh, your mother has been in my apartment since this morning.
What?
We had lunch and dessert together. We talked the whole time about our future.
What do you mean?
Actually, you know what? When I got your message that your mother had fallen ill, I was shopping with her.
What?
I was so surprised to hear from you that she collapsed while she was with me the whole time.
How did you... You didn't like my mother? Because she torments you.
Yeah, I used to feel like that too. But as I talked with her, I realized we had a common interest.
Common interest?
We both like lace.
Lace?
Oh, by lace, I mean fabric. We hit it off, and then we started inviting each other out. We went shopping, had tea. We started talking on WhatsApp and on the phone, gathering information.
What? I thought you two were on bad terms.
You were so wrong. Now we are enjoying each other's company as friends who share the same interests. And I knew right away that you were lying.
You knew and you didn't tell me until now?
Exactly. Because Gina said I didn't have to say anything.
What?
Anyway, you should talk to her first. She is waiting for you in the apartment, so hurry up and go in.
No kidding.
I told you it is getting interesting, didn't I?
You're such a jerk.
I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one who did something bad.
Huh? What bad thing?
I contacted your company, you know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I asked if it's true that you were on a business trip.
Why did you do that?
Because it would be weird to lie about your mother collapsing when I was with her, wouldn't it? So I asked the company, and they told me that you had a death in the family and was taking a week's vacation. What the heck have you been doing?
Oh, I was at the car show I really wanted to go to. It was far away, so I thought it would be nice to take a trip.
Cars, huh? You took a week off from work for that.
So what? It doesn't matter. It's a reward for myself.
Then what's this picture?
This picture? When did you take this picture?
I didn't take this picture. A friend of mine sent it to me of someone who looks a lot like you.
Huh?
She's the girl who came to our wedding. She said you were flirting with this girl and didn't notice her at all.
I don't know about that.
I have a picture of you and her going into a hotel together.
What?
You were having an affair, weren't you? You've been coming home late and working late these days. I finally figured out why you weren't coming home and staying overnight at the office.
No. I was really working. I wasn't always cheating.
So that means you were cheating on me, right?
No, what I meant was...
I understand. Anyway, your mother is waiting for you in the apartment, so go see her.
Wait, Amanda! Amanda! My mother broke off the relationship with me because of you. Why did you tell her?
I didn't tell her. I was with her when you texted me. You must know that, right?
You're not very tactful, are you?
What?
You could have just made up some nice story, couldn't you? Why did you tell her everything?
What's with that tone of voice? Nothing you said made any sense. That's why she told me to go along with your lie.
My mother said that?
I have every right to be suspicious, don't I? And you were acting weird even before that.
I was working.
How can you say that? You took a week off from work. By the way, people at the company were suspicious that I, your wife, had confirmed that you were traveling on business. I wonder if there's a rumor going around the office right now.
Huh? If you did that, I won't be able to work.
I guess that's the way it's going to have to be, huh?
What the heck?
I mean, it's your own seed, after all. And the other woman was a young girl at the reception, right?
Huh?
Someone at the office said that she was taking a vacation on the same schedule. I didn't tell them anything in particular, but they seemed curious. I hope the story didn't spread.
You're lying.
Your mother was saddened. She said she didn't raise you like that. How dare you cheat on me and make me cry?
What have you done to me? You made me scolded pretty hard. She said she'd never see me again.
She was so happy that you were a shy boy who didn't have any friends. But you started to come out of your own shell when you entered high school.
What? Why did she say that?
She said she was relieved that you graduated from college, started working, and got married with me. She thought your father would have been happy too. And yet, what is this betrayal? She was so angry with you.
Mom would never say such a thing. You're on good terms with her now, aren't you? Then you'd better mend things between me and my mom.
What are you talking about?
Like, please forgive Chris, or Chris just got caught in the moment. If you can convince her, she'll change her mind about me.
What? You're saying convenient things. You get a young girl from work and cheat on your wife, and take a week off from work to travel. And for that, you lied about your mother being sick. I'm speechless at your childishness. That's why I agreed with your mother.
What the heck is that?
Your mother is ashamed of you, but she thinks it's a parent's duty to push her son away.
How could that be?
That's why she said she's going to break off the relationship with you. She said that from now on, you should taste the harshness of society on your own.
Oh no, but I won't be alone, will I? Because I'm with you.
Are you out of your mind? You lied to me and your mother, took time off from work, and cheated on me. The company may have found out about the affair by now. There's no way I'm going to live with someone like you from now on.
What? What do you mean?
Don't you get it even after I've told you this much? You really are so obtuse. No wonder Gina is grieving for you.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying I want a divorce.
Huh? Divorce? Why should we get a divorce?
Why? Because you cheated on me. We swore at our wedding, remember? In sickness and in health, in riches and in poverty. Do you swear to love, honor, and cherish me as your wife? Do you remember?
Of course I do. I love, honor, and cherish you as my wife.
Huh? You've got to be kidding me. You lied and cheated on me with impunity. How can you say such a thing after what you've done? I'm so disgusted.
I haven't changed the way I feel about you. That's why I'm not divorcing you.
That's impossible.
Huh?
I can't. I can never forgive you for lying to me, that you cheated on me. I will never be able to love you the way I used to, so I'm not going to live with you anymore.
You're lying. My mom broke up with me, and you're just going to walk out on me?
Well, you're gonna get what's coming to you, aren't you?
No, I'm not leaving you.
You're just going to beg me like a child?
Amanda, I'm breaking up with her. Give me one more chance. I want to start over.
I can't. I've been talking about it with Gina all morning. She said there's no point in spoiling it. She said we should just get a divorce.
But...
She said I need to be alone and let you think deeply about what you did. And I agree.
Please, Amanda, forgive me. Don't divorce me.
I can't do this anymore. I took all the stuff I needed out of the apartment during lunch, so I'm going back to my parents' house now.
Wait a minute. We haven't even seen each other.
We don't have to see each other. I'll talk to my lawyer from now on.
A lawyer? Amanda, are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I told you I have no intention to be together with a man who cheats on his wife.
But...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. After consulting with Gina, I've decided to cancel the contract on the apartment at the end of this month.
Huh?
You'll have to take your stuff out by then.
Wait a minute. I didn't agree to that.
Even if you don't agree, I have a proof, so the divorce is final. I think we'll be discussing alimony now.
That's impossible. I can't pay alimony.
Yes, you will. Gina told me to make sure you pay alimony, so I won't be talking to you anymore.
Amanda, please start over with me. Please. I'll change from now on.
That's impossible. Well, goodbye. After that, the divorce went through without a problem. Of course, alimony was paid. Chris was in need of money, so he went to his parents' house, but Gina no longer lived in that house. She sold the house and used the money to buy a house where she can live comfortably. I think it was a good choice to prevent Chris from stealing her property. Of course, she has no intention of telling him where she went. Abandoned by me and Gina, I heard that he is trying not to listen to a rumor at work. It's him, isn't it? He was cheating on his wife. His wife found out and divorced him. He can't quit his job to pay alimony. Sounds good to me. The woman whom he had an affair with found out about it from the company and about us getting a divorce. She quickly quit the company and disappeared. In short, Chris was being played. I still see Gina from time to time and enjoy shopping with her. From now on, we are not seeing each other as a mother and daughter, but as a friend who shares the same interests. I just got to the hotel.
That's good. Everything okay?
Yeah, your mother helped me a lot.
That's good to hear. Sorry I had to work on such short notice.
No problem. You wanted to go in the first place.
I know. I just wanted to make memories with the kids.
Your mother said thank you.
Huh?
She is enjoying her time with the kids. I'm grateful for her being here.
Didn't she go on a trip with her friends the other day?
Yeah. The kids kept bugging her today. She ended up riding the roller coaster more than 10 times.
Wow. I bet she's tired.
Well, she's saying she wants us to go to the pool.
That's my mom. Now that I'm older, I'm starting to realize how energetic she is.
I know. She has way more energy than me.
Right.
Well, your mom and the kids are about to play by the pool. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, okay. You have fun too, babe. Hey, sorry to bother you at work.
What's up? Is everything okay?
I can't talk to you about it at home because of the kids, so I figured I'll just text you.
What's up?
Mom fell from the stairs and broke her ankles.
What? Is she in the hospital? Your father can't do things on his own, right?
She broke it yesterday, but she's back home now. Just like you said, Mom seems really worried.
I see. I'm worried too, but I'm at work.
I know. So I was wondering if you could help me out. I'm thinking of outsourcing what I can.
I see. Like meals? I'm good at that kind of thing, so I'll do it. And I'll cover the costs.
What? You sure?
Of course it's okay. Your mother has helped me a lot, you know.
Madison, I love you.
Don't shout your love in a message. Depending on how your mother heals, but if it goes on too long, I'll help out with the cleaning as well. Let's get your father to help out too.
That might be a good idea. I'm sure he's not such a bad guy, but he's cranky and old-fashioned. It might be a good time to think about the future.
I'll talk to your mother directly. I'd like to ask her about her preferences and where to order.
Thank you so much. I'll tell my mom that you will be in touch with her. I'll let my dad know as well.
Okay, thanks. Will you be late again today?
Sorry, the new girl forgot to fill out the paperwork for tomorrow, so I have to do it now. Mom's in the hospital today, right?
That's right. But you're staying late at work because you thought your mom is doing okay, right?
What's wrong?
Well, I'm not so sure. When I called, your mother did not sound so good.
She's always been a healthy person. She's never been in a hospital, has she? When we talked the other day, I got the impression that staying cooped up is tough for her.
I see. That's right. She liked going out a lot.
That's right. Hot springs, lunch. She even laughed about her broken bone and wondered if she'd lose weight if she couldn't go out to lunch.
Your mother is a very considerate person, isn't she? I can't see her true feelings through phone calls and messages, but I still feel a little uncomfortable.
I'll ask my dad about it.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I'm the one who should thank you. Thank you for always looking out for my parents and taking care of them.
No, they're my parents too. Your father-in-law and mother-in-law are both important family members. Elijah? Actually, my business trip ended earlier than I expected.
Really? The kids will be fine.
Yeah? So I can come home as planned?
Yeah, no problem. You can take more time if you want. Go have whatever you want for dinner.
No, I'm thinking of going to see your mother.
What?
It's on the way anyway. Something's not right with her replies lately. I'm feeling a bit nervous.
I'm really glad I married you. Thank you.
I'm glad I married you too. Well, I'll call you again when I see your mom. I called her to say I'll be there, but she didn't reply.
Well, but I'm sure she'll be at home.
I've been taking care of your parents like they were my real parents, haven't I? But I don't consider your father family anymore.
What? What's going on? Did something happen to my mom?
I couldn't reach your mom after all, but I went there.
What happened? I told Dad to clean up, but was the house terribly dirty or something?
I knocked on the front door, but there was no response. And the door happened to be unlocked, so I took a look inside. Then I found your mother living in the bathroom.
What?
She kind of laid out a cushion in front of the toilet. She said, "My place is here."
What does that mean?
I don't know. She's thinner than before and her hair's all shaggy and white.
Where's my dad?
I can't find him. Oh, wait a minute. Your mother's saying something.
Oh?
I can't believe...
What's the matter?
Apparently, it's all your father's doing.
What?
He told her, "Your place is in the bathroom. 2 slices of bread a day for dinner." That's what he's been doing for the past few months.
What the hell is that? I can't believe Dad would do something like that.
He told her that because she gained so much weight after getting married, she fell and broke a bone. He told her to lose weight for the future.
Dad has no right to criticize.
And he's also violent. Was your father such a bad guy?
Sure, he can be domineering and has a bad drinking habit, but he wasn't that bad.
She's too scared to talk to anyone about it, but when she saw my face, she cried and told me.
What the hell is my dad doing?
Anyway, I'm taking her to the hospital. It's a good thing I drove here.
Take care of her and give her something hot to eat.
Of course, I will.
Dad's nowhere to be found?
I talked to your mother. She says he's been out a lot lately.
I'll call him anyway.
Oh, wait.
What?
I'll call your dad. You tend to get heated easily, and I think I can talk to him more calmly than you.
Okay.
Does he have line or something?
About 6 months ago, I think. He contacted me and said, I'm 65 years old and I'm making my line debut.
Got it. Tell me his ID later.
Okay, I'll get back to you. I can't believe what you just told me.
I wonder if this has always been going on. She would have talked to someone about it without being so scared.
Then you're saying he's intentionally controlling Mom?
In the meantime, I'll try to contact him. I'll get back to you if I find out anything.
Oh, thanks for your help.
I didn't see this coming. I mean, they seemed old-fashioned, but I thought they were a good couple in their own way. I never thought it would turn out to be this big a deal. I'm Madison, a 48-year-old office worker. I married my husband of the same age 11 years ago, and we have been blessed with 3 children. Even though we lived far away from each other, we had a good relationship with my mother-in-law who was very friendly. So when I was in the area on a business trip, I decided to pay a visit. I was really shocked when I saw my mother-in-law. But perhaps it was a blessing in disguise that I was able to realize the true state of my mother-in-law's family. I calmed her down. I contacted my father-in-law, who was the source of all this. And that's when I heard the most unbelievable words. It's been a while. I'm Madison. I'm your son's wife.
Oh, Madison. Thank you for all the kindness you've shown me since my wife broke her ankle.
No, it's fine.
The meals you brought were delicious. She was happy.
Your wife said it was delicious?
Oh, she loved it. She loves to eat, right? She almost ate my share too.
Wow, she ate that much. By the way, where are you right now?
Why?
I'm actually in the neighborhood on a business trip. I know it's a little late, but I was wondering if I could come over for dinner with you.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm out of town right now.
I see. Is your wife home?
No. No one's home. We're in Hawaii right now. Her leg is getting better, and I thought it would be nice to treat her to a trip. I'm gonna buy pineapple for the grandkids when we head back.
Why does your wife live in the bathroom?
Huh?
I know all about it, so no more lies. In fact, I've taken the liberty of going to your home. I hope you don't mind me intruding.
Oh, no,
When I asked her what happened, she told me in tears that it was all you're doing.
No. She was unable to move because of her fracture. Her mind has started to become rusty. She seems to be losing her memory.
There's no point in blubbering anymore. Explain to me what really happened.
It's no good, huh? Well, I guess it can't be helped if you already know.
What?
Actually, I recently found a girlfriend using a dating site.
What are you talking about?
She's a couple of years younger than me, but she's nice and charming. So I pretended to be single, and we've been hanging out on a regular basis. She's the one I'm traveling with now. Her name is Chelsea. Pretty name with a hint of sex appeal, right?
How dare you tell such a joke to your son's wife? Does your wife know about that?
I don't know. I'm sure she's aware of it. Well, it doesn't matter either way.
What?
She's got a pension and she's never worked. Well, that's just the way it is these days. Get married as soon as you become an adult. They say a woman's happiness is to serve her family. So whether she finds out I'm cheating on her or not, divorce is not an option.
And you're talking so openly and without remorse.
Well, yeah. And I have no intention of divorcing her either. I don't want to lose my housekeeper.
What's that supposed to mean? Sarah is your wife, right?
I have only one woman, Chelsea. She's the one I'm attracted to. I've supported Sarah and our child just like my parents told me to. I love only Chelsea, so from now on, I'll do as I please.
You're a jerk.
Is that so? I've been taking care of things to a reasonable extent up until now, and I'll continue to do what I'm doing. Don't you think that's kindness enough?
Kind? How is the way you treat your wife being kind? You don't even give her enough to eat, and you make her live in the toilet. What kind of a person is that?
She's just a housekeeper. I don't think it's fair for a mere housekeeper to live with me as an equal. I've come to realize that at my age. Controlling people is a pleasure.
My God, you are rotten.
I'll never forget the look on her face the last time I scolded her for staying home and doing nothing.
You're crazy.
Hey, don't get cocky with me.
When did you become such a crazy person?
I'm normal. I just met a nice woman named Chelsea. I just realized that my wife is a piece of shit.
In other words, you're rotten to the core.
Watch your mouth.
I've made up my mind. I'm going to take your wife away from you.
Huh?
If she stays with you any longer, she'll break down.
I told you, she can't live on her own. Or are you going to take care of her?
Yes. I can't allow you to push such a bright and nice person that far.
Take it easy. You have 3 kids and you both work, right? You don't have any money and you work hard every day. You can't afford to take care of an old lady.
That's not true.
I'll continue to use her as my housekeeper. Don't get in my way.
You're a stubborn old guy who can't seem to get it.
What?
About your wife. I said I'll take care of her, didn't I? Can't you read?
What a rude woman. I'm your father-in-law.
And that's not all. I'm going to make sure you rot in hell too. You better brace yourself.
Damn you.
I'm sure she feels the same way. I'll call you later.
Wait. Hey, did you really take her?
Huh?
I just got home from Hawaii and she's not there. And her room is a mess.
I told you, didn't I?
Her clothes and other valuables are gone. I didn't give her permission to leave this house.
Permission? Your wife doesn't belong to you. She's a human being on equal footing with you.
What?
I left the divorce papers there. Please sign them.
That woman still loves me and needs me financially, so don't get in the way.
Your wife signed as soon as she saw the divorce papers.
Huh?
I don't know why you think she still feels the same way after what you did.
That can't be.
She was at the hospital. They put an IV in her and now she's getting better, so just leave her alone.
Don't be silly. You guys can't take care of her anyway, so bring her back.
My mother-in-law, she's having fun with the kids now. She's not even thinking about you. She's thinking about dyeing her hair and changing her looks.
Stop messing around and bring her back.
I won't. After your wife rests at home, I've decided to have her live with us in a condo.
What?
She said she's always wanted to live in one. Personally, I thought this might be a good opportunity to build a two-family house and live together, you know?
Oh no.
But her back isn't so good. Even though it's a condo, I think we should buy a room on the first floor.
I can't follow what you're saying.
Which part?
You and Elijah are just office workers, right? And you have 3 kids and live in a small apartment.
Right now, yes.
How can you be talking about buying a condo or building a two-family house?
I'm making a good living from my video streaming business.
What?
I'm introducing money-saving tips to help the household budget, and easy recipes that can be made at home through videos and live streaming. Now, I have almost 1.5 million followers.
1.5 million? So how much money do you make?
I haven't made less than $150,000 a month for the past few months.
That much?
I am fully capable of supporting your wife financially.
Oh yeah? You have the money?
Your wife has always been frightened of you, but she couldn't do anything on her own. She couldn't even talk to someone about it, but now she has us.
She's not at all attached to me.
Of course not. She also said she's going to ask for alimony for the affair. Probably around $15,000.
I don't have that kind of money.
Sell the house or the land. Half of it belongs to your wife as part of the property division.
What kind of property value is there in the house and land? If she took half of it, I doubt I could even pay the $15,000 in alimony.
Then go to work.
I'm 65 years old.
You can afford to have a mistress. Why don't you work?
No, wait. Can you let me talk to Sarah?
I can't. She has nothing to say to a bum like you.
Oh no.
She just has one thing to tell you. She'll file a damage report for what you did to her.
What?
We have ample evidence of abuse. We have your confessional statement, a certificate from the hospital, and your wife's diary.
What's that last part?
She kept it secretly while living in the bathroom. Maybe she was trying to maintain her sanity by doing so.
So what? Am I going to be arrested?
Yes, you'll get a criminal record and have to pay a fine. And of course, don't forget the penalty for abuse.
My life is already ruined.
Good luck. You might even get dumped by your mistress.
Please, let me talk to Sarah.
I told you I can't let you. I'm tired of talking about the same thing over and over again.
I can't live without her.
Even at this stage, are you still going to treat her like a housekeeper?
No, I'm not. I don't have a big pension myself. I can't even make ends meet without Sarah's pension.
Turns out you were relying on her too, after all your big talk.
I apologize for everything I did to Sarah.
Elijah said you've always had a bad temper and a drinking problem. Even so, your wife stood by you for 50 years, didn't she? To betray her like this is cruel. You should go to hell.
Oh no, she really won't forgive me?
Of course not.
Okay, then I give up. You have to help me.
Yes?
You can afford it, can't you? Take care of me as well.
Have you seriously lost your mind? I told you to go to hell.
You're a monster.
I don't need a man who makes his wife live on the toilet to tell me what to do.
Enough. If this happens, I'll leave a letter and kill myself.
What?
I'd much rather do that than go through hell. I don't want to live without money either.
Wait a minute.
I'm really going to do it. You're pushing me to the edge.
Okay.
What?
I talked to Elijah and your wife, and they both said, well, that's fine. Goodbye then. Hope you had a nice life.
You're all monsters!
Of course, William, my father-in-law, did not have the courage to end his life. He was arrested after a damage report was filed. He was also fined for abuse. The divorce was finalized and the property was divided, but the penalties for the abuse and the alimony emptied William's account. His mistress found out what had happened and ran away. William was left all alone and moved into a shabby apartment. He somehow manages to make a living working part-time as a traffic policeman. He has aged due to overwork, and his face is now covered in wrinkles. I hope he now understands the pain his wife went through. His wife, on the other hand, is living comfortably in the condo I bought for her. Next holiday, I would like to take the children with me to make memories with my mother-in-law and Elijah again. I am looking forward to seeing her smiling face at the theme park again. My father-in-law's selfishness has hurt us deeply. I will continue to do my best to keep my family happy always. David, you're graduating soon. You worked so hard from high school to college. I was so impressed as I watched you.
Yeah, I went through a lot of hard times, but I'm glad that I did the best I could. But I still need to work harder after I'm in the workforce. But I think it's thanks to you that I was able to hang in there.
My pleasure. It was undeniably you who worked hard after that, without slacking in your efforts. You made it into college with your incredible scores. I'm proud to have someone like that as my boyfriend.
I'm glad to hear you say so, Violet. I'm glad I've started working at a famous company.
I'm happy for you. Also, I'm pretty excited about your future endeavors too. Please continue to take good care of me from now on.
Leave it to me. You can count on me for that. I think somehow you have some sort of a magical power that motivates me.
Are you trying to tell me that I'm a witch? That's funny.
I didn't mean it that way, but I just want you to know that I love you with all my heart. I'm going to ask for your hand in marriage, so just wait and see.
Really? I'm so happy to hear you say that. I'll be with you no matter what. Promise me that you won't leave me.
You have my word. I just finished work. I'm leaving the office now and heading home. Are you home already?
I'm on my way home now too.
Huh? I thought you were off work today. Were you out?
Yeah, I had to run some errands. Anyway, I need to ask you something.
What is it? What's wrong?
Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
Don't be so naive.
Wait a minute. Why are you so upset?
I heard a rumor that your company is going bankrupt.
Oh, that rumor.
That's a serious thing for both of us.
Why do you think so?
Why? It's about our future, isn't it?
Where did you hear that rumor?
It doesn't matter. It won't make any difference anyway. So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, it's not like we're going bankrupt or anything. But it's not a problem. I love you and you love me. At least we have each other.
What are you talking about?
What?
Why is it not a problem? We promised to get married, didn't we?
Yeah, and I haven't changed my mind. I've got the proposal date all planned out too. I'll marry you no matter what.
Huh? How can I get married to you when your company's going to be bankrupt and you have no income? We can't make a living just by loving each other.
I know, but it's not like I won't be able to work forever if my current company goes bankrupt. It has nothing to do with our marriage. I've worked so hard to prepare myself to marry you.
What have you been working so hard for? I don't get it.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Are you asking me to marry a man with no income? I was so relieved when I heard that you got a job at a well-known company. This isn't what you're talking about.
Please, listen to me, Violet. You want to marry me, right? Then it doesn't matter where I work, does it? And it's not like I'm going to lose my income forever, because I can find another job right away.
Don't be silly. Do you want us to live in poverty for the rest of our life? You've got to be kidding me.
What?
I'm going to marry you because you work for a well-known company. I dreamed of marrying you and living in a luxurious apartment. I dreamed of having everything I wanted. But you're going to lose your job, so my dream will never come true.
No one said anything about losing my job. I'm willing to do any job for you. I'm not lying.
Stop kidding me. I don't need your encouragement. If you're going to lose your income, then what's the point of us getting married?
Violet, please don't say that.
I was attracted to you because you work for a well-known company and you have a high income. I can't believe your company's going bankrupt. Don't make me laugh.
What are you talking about? We've been dating since high school. Are you saying you'd break up with me just because my company went bankrupt? Was our relationship really that fragile?
Bankruptcy is a serious problem. Having a good income is the most important thing in life.
Huh?
Where the husband works and how much he earns are the most important factors to be considered when a woman is thinking about marriage. Since the company you work for is going bankrupt, I'm not attracted to you anymore.
Are you serious about that? You were so supportive back then, weren't you?
Yes, I supported you so that you could get a job at a well-known company. But it doesn't seem worth it anymore.
Violet, please don't do this to me. I know you're not that kind of woman.
Unfortunately, I'm that kind of woman. I was, and I'm still the same old me. Maybe you just didn't notice.
I can't believe this is really happening.
I'm leaving this apartment.
Wait, Violet. Let's talk about it properly.
There's nothing to discuss about. Goodbye. Long time no see. It's me, Violet. Are you David? You haven't changed your account, have you? How have you been? I'm looking forward to your reply. David, you read my message, right? Reply to me, or you can call me. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. Why are you ignoring me? Earth calling David. Are you there? Will you reply soon? Please stop ignoring me.
You're so persistent. What do you want? I'm at work now.
Oh, thank goodness. I knew you read my message. You shouldn't be shy.
Let's just get to the point, okay?
Please don't be so cold. Looks like you have changed. You're not like that before.
Well, I guess things change after 10 years. I'm busy with work, so if you have nothing to tell me, let's end our conversation here. I'm not going to waste my time.
Oh, wait a minute. I ran into one of my classmates from college the other day. Seems that you're a famous guy now.
What are you talking about?
I saw you on TV, and I know you make $50 billion a year. I understand that you've worked hard since we broke up. Well, you've been a hard worker since high school. I really admire you. It's amazing that your company isn't just a famous company, but an independent company with annual sales of $50 billion. You established your own company, didn't you? I'm surprised.
So what? Was that the only thing you want to talk about with me? Let's hang up then.
Hold on a sec. You're being rude to me. Let me ask you straight. How did you make it this far?
That's none of your business. I'm not going to talk about it, so leave me alone.
I need to know.
Why?
Because you and I have known each other for such a long time.
How can you say that? You left me and moved out of our apartment. I don't think I have anything to do with you anymore. Think about what you've done to me.
Don't say that. It was 10 years ago. I'd rather hear about how you became such a successful man.
I couldn't tell you because things were going on behind the scenes at the time. Instead of letting the company at the time go bankrupt, I was planning to set up a new company. Even though I was going independent, the same parent company remained the same. I remember how happy I was at that time until you dumped me.
Wow, that's great. Why didn't you tell me when we were together?
I was thinking to tell you at some point, but you left our apartment right away.
I see, but it can't be helped. No one can change the past, so it's time to move on.
I was sorry to see the company go bankrupt, but the board members of the parent company recognized my hard work. That's why they approached me secretly for another opportunity.
I understand. Glad to hear that. I'm so proud of you.
What are you talking about? You said you couldn't marry me because I was poor. Then you left me just like that. I was dumped by you. Stop blabbering nonsense.
I was so young back then. The word bankruptcy just made me so mad. I was being very childish. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Really?
But now I understand. I know how hard you work and how talented you are. Not everyone can do that. That's why I respect you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thanks for your compliment. Anyway, can we end our conversation here? And please stop texting me.
Wait a minute. Would you like to meet me sometime? How about having dinner together to celebrate your success?
No thanks. I don't need you to congratulate me. More importantly, I'm busy, so don't disturb me anymore.
David, do you have a minute?
No, I don't.
Oh, don't be so cold. Come hang out with me for a while.
I'm checking materials for the meeting this afternoon, so I don't have time for that. Bye.
Wait! I really wanted to say something to you.
What is it?
Let's start over and get married.
Huh?
Because you told me that I have the magical power to motivate you, right? I think if you marry me, you can rise higher from your current position. I promise that I'll be your best partner.
Are you an idiot? That was a long time ago. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm serious.
Don't be silly. You left me. That's the reality. There's no way we can be partners anymore.
No, I'm confident I can still work my magic on you. Let's spend our days together in good times and bad.
Good times and bad? Don't be silly. When I was having a hard time, you ran away so easily, didn't you?
I'm sorry. I was too young to think clearly, but now I finally understand. You are all I have left.
Are you sure? Does that mean financially?
Huh?
When I got a message from you the other day, I was at work, and our message exchange was on the big screen in the CEO's office.
What does that have to do with anything?
My secretary was watching the screen.
What? Isn't that an invasion of privacy?
Since my secretary told me that she smells something fishy about you, so I thought maybe there was something going on.
I don't think your secretary is right. That's very rude of her. You are a good man, David. I think you should fire that silly secretary. She's trying to deceive you. If you want, I can be your secretary.
Well, listen. I trust my secretary so much that I asked her to do some research on you.
Research? What was the result then?
I heard you're struggling with debt.
There must be some kind of mistake. I used to have debts, but I'm working to pay them off. For your information, I'm not jobless.
Really? But according to the research, you're addicted to gambling. You're running around betting on slot machines, horse race, and boat race, aren't you? I don't think you have time to work when you're doing those.
That's a lie. I don't gamble. Where did you get that information? I'm sure your secretary made up that story.
I don't think so. I ordered my secretary to use the investigation agency.
Investigation agency? I can't believe you did that.
I have the right to do that. You are drowning in your own debt. Then, you just happened to hear about me and you contacted me out of the blue. You were going to ask me to pay off your debt, weren't you?
That's not true. Please don't say such a terrible thing.
It sounds like something you'd think about.
I told you earlier, didn't I? It took me 10 years to realize that you're the only one for me after all.
I'm sick of hearing your crap talking. You were always saying that love is blind and so on.
What are you talking about?
You've been gambling since we were together, right?
Why are you asking me that question?
When I lived with you, I left my bank book with you. After you moved out of the apartment, I was surprised to see the balance in the bank book. I didn't know what you spent it on at the time, but now I finally solved the mystery. Looks like I wasn't thinking clearly too at that time. You deceived me.
That's a terrible thing to say.
You're the one who's terrible. You used that money to pay off your debt, didn't you?
You're right. I'm sorry I used your savings to pay off my debt. I'm really sorry, but I still love you. I love you so much that I couldn't help myself. This is my true feeling. So why don't we start over and get married?
Don't lie to me. I won't be fooled anymore. I don't want to work for your debt ever again.
Don't say that. Trust me. Let's get married this time and spend a happy life together.
For your information, I'm a married man.
What? You didn't tell me anything about that.
I've been struggling to get my own company off the ground ever since. It was a new company with only a few employees. My wife was there for me every step of the way.
You're kidding me, right?
At the time, I had no savings and no fixed income, but she was there for me to support me. Not only at work, but also at home.
What?
She cooked meals and brought them to me. She took my laundry to the self-service laundry machine and washed them all. She even took care of me.
That's just a trick. She wanted to get more money for herself. It's so obvious.
I couldn't pay her for what she did to me back then. My wife did everything without asking for any payment.
Well...
A few months later, when sales started to pick up, I was finally able to pay her a decent salary. She never said a word. She just kept quiet and worked for me. I know that she loves me from the bottom of her heart. I don't think you understand that, since all you think about is money.
I don't understand. I'm sure she was looking ahead to the future. Your wife must be very happy now.
My wife is still a modest woman, unlike you.
Don't be rude to me.
She said that if she stayed in the company, the other employees would be concerned about her. So she decided to leave the company right after we got married. Now, she's a housewife and she's taking care of the house perfectly. I think she's too good for me.
She's living a good life, so I think it's her responsibility to take care of the housework.
Well, let me ask you then. Can you do that? You dressed up in luxurious brand clothes every day. You also eat out for lunch and dinner at fancy restaurants. So I don't think you're capable of living a modest life.
I don't think so. I could do that if I wanted to.
We started out living in a shabby apartment.
Shabby apartment?
That's right. It's my wife's idea.
That's ridiculous. You can't let the CEO of a company live in an apartment like that.
That's just your shallow thinking. My wife said that since I'm the CEO, I'm responsible for the families of all the employees. She wants to build up some reserves in case things go wrong. So she put up with everything herself and led a frugal life.
What an old-fashioned way of thinking.
That kind of thinking is what made the company grow. So I'm grateful to my wife. I was a bit arrogant at the time, so I kept in mind what my wife said to me. I've been working hard every day to make it what it is today. I don't want to destroy our efforts of the past 10 years.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Just shut up and get out of my face. Don't ever drop me any message again.
I don't care what you say, but I'm in financial trouble too. So instead of disappearing, can you help me out with some money? Then I'll disappear from your life.
You really are a scumbag.
I don't care what you say, but I need you to help me. 20 million is a small amount of money for you. A man who makes 50 billion a year. Can't you do something about it?
I can't.
Why not? What a stingy man.
You've already spent all the money in our joint savings account. I don't have any more money to give you.
Then I can't just disappear.
Fair enough. Then I'm turning you in to the police.
Huh? Why the police? Stop joking.
I'm not joking. 10 years ago for embezzlement, this time for blackmail. The evidence is all here.
You're a nasty guy. I can't believe you would do such a thing.
Of course, I can't let you ruin my happiness.
I have no one to turn to anymore. You have to help me. You are all I have.
I refuse. If you need money, get a decent job. If you put the time you spend gambling madly into your work, you can pay off your debt gradually.
The amount of debt I have is driving me crazy. I can't do it. David, help me, please.
I can't. It's your own fault. Reflect on yourself and start over from scratch.
Oh no.
There's nothing I can do. I'm going to block your number.
Please don't. Can't you see that I'm begging you?
If you have anything to do with me in the future, I'll report you to the police. Did I make myself clear to you?
Wait, David.
After that, Violet visited my company several times, but in each case, the guard kicked her out. The third time, when she came in, I turned her to the police as promised. She has received a severe warning, and I am sure she will be punished if this ever happened again in the future. I finally stopped seeing her after that day. I don't know where she is now. Every day, I feel very sorry for myself for not having a good eye for women, even if it was due to how young I was. Thanks to the bad experience in my love life that I feel even more in love with my wife, who simply trusts me without saying a word. I hope that this happiness will never run away from me. I will continue to push forward with my utmost efforts to ensure that this happiness never escapes.
Hey, Steve. Where did you go? I looked all over the hotel, but I can't find you. Let's go have lunch.
Something surprising happened to me. I was just filled with my own sense of destiny.
What do you mean? What happened?
Don't be surprised. I just met Mia.
Huh? What do you mean you met Mia?
Well, as far as I can tell, she's still hung up on me. The look in her eyes told me that.
Of course not. She's married. She's living happily with her wonderful husband. You dumped her and hurt her, didn't you? There's no way she's still in love with you. Stop making weird assumptions.
No, she's so attached to me that she had to follow us on her honeymoon.
I've never heard that from her.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to get back together with your sister.
What? What are you talking about? We just got married. We're on our honeymoon right now. There's no way you're going back together with Mia.
Are you jealous? But you know what? Now that I know how she feels about me, I have to get back with her.
Huh?
I have to take responsibility as a man.
What's going on here?
We're on our honeymoon, but we're canceling the marriage.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I mean, are you out of your mind? Is this some kind of joke? Because it's not funny at all.
What are you talking nonsense? I'm serious. I even talked to her.
Seriously?
I was strolling through the hotel garden and for some reason, she was there. I couldn't help but talk to her, and she smiled kindly and said she was here alone. When I heard she said that, I felt destiny.
Huh?
She still has feelings for me. She couldn't forget me even after she got married, so she chased after me, right? What a pure heart she has. It would be a shame for a man to let that go.
There must be some mistake. What about me then?
Are you jealous? Well, I understand. We were just on our honeymoon.
That's right. We've only been married for 2 days. And you're calling it a divorce already?
That's right. As I said, I feel sorry for you that we've been married for only 2 days. But I was struck by Mia's love, you know?
I think that's a complete assumption. Mia is married, you know that.
Oh my God, don't you get it? Married or not, there's no barrier to loving someone.
Isn't that too selfish? One day you just dumped her like a thing because you were tired of her, and then you walked away. I've seen with my own eyes how desperate she was. She said she never wanted to see you again.
That's not true. Then why did she follow me on my honeymoon?
I think you're wrong. Actually, Mia is happily married and living a happy life. She didn't attend our wedding because she didn't want to see you. I understand how she feels, so I was okay with that.
That was her plan. She made me think so and planned to follow me on our honeymoon. There's no doubt about it.
You're dreaming. I'm speechless. There's absolutely no way that's true.
You know what? I feel like Mia and I are destined to be together. I think it's a sign that we should be together.
Okay. That's enough. Don't be silly. Let's go have lunch.
Are you mocking me? Are you making fun of Mia's true feelings?
What? I don't understand. Why would you think that?
She couldn't forget me no matter how hard she tries. That's why she chased me all the way here, right? Don't you understand she's in love with me?
That doesn't make any sense at all. Mia was able to meet a wonderful man and got married. She's living a happy life, you know? There's no way she would have followed you here.
Then why is she here at the hotel?
Well...
You wouldn't be alone in a foreign country without a reason. You're so jealous that you can't comprehend her pure heart.
Huh? That's enough.
Is there any way to get a divorce right away?
What?
I want to divorce you right away and tell her how I feel about her.
Steve, What are you talking about? What are you trying to do?
I'm going to go find out how we can get divorced right now.
Steve, wait a minute, please. Hey, Steve. How long are you going to be out there? Why don't you come back to our room?
Hey, Nora, I'm at the front desk.
What are you doing at the front desk?
I was doing some research. I found the divorce papers on the internet, so I'm having them printed out.
What? Divorce papers? Are you serious? Are you seriously thinking of divorcing me?
Of course I am. I told you I really felt Mia's love. I'm going to continue my trip with her from now on.
Huh?
I know this is in reverse order, but I'm going to enjoy my honeymoon with Mia first. And then, I'm going to register our marriage after I return to the US. I'll decide where to live after that.
So that's why you're preparing the divorce papers now?
That's right. You're so correct. So, why don't you go home first?
What do you mean?
It's obvious, isn't it? Go home first and file the divorce papers.
Huh? How selfish are you? Besides, did you even ask how Mia really feels about you?
That's not necessary. I understood everything with her gentle smile. She couldn't really say anything since you were here. That's why she wanted to follow me on the honeymoon and see me at a glance. She was trying to tell me her feelings by her eyes.
You're a real easygoing guy, aren't you? It's too ridiculous to keep listening to you.
What the hell? You're mad at me because my feelings have returned to Mia? I'm definitely divorcing you.
All right. I'm with you on the divorce. I was a fool to have high hopes for you.
What are you talking so cocky about? You just go home and file the divorce papers as soon as possible.
All right, I'll go home first. I don't care what's going to happen to you.
Hey, Nora, you're home already, right?
Yes, I am. You're enjoying your honeymoon with Mia, right?
Well,
I just filed the divorce papers. Now that you and I are divorced, I'm happy to say that it went off without a problem. You just wanted to make sure I filed it, right?
No, it's...
What's wrong?
I was wrong.
What?
About Mia. I was completely mistaken.
I'm sure you were. I told you she is married. There was no way she was following you on her honeymoon.
I was strolling around the hotel trying to get back together with her. Then I ran into her again. I asked her to marry me now that we're divorced. She said, "Don't say such a horrible thing."
I told you, she never wanted to see you again.
Then I asked her why she gave me that kind smile. She said she couldn't do anything but smile. She said she was so stiff she couldn't move.
I'm sure that's true, because she didn't attend the wedding because she didn't want to see you. It must have been hell for her to see you there.
Don't talk like that.
Which one of us is the terrible one?
Mia was staying at that hotel on a business trip.
Oh, was she? Come to think of it, I think she was talking about a business trip around the time of the wedding.
What? Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Because I had totally forgotten about it.
She said she married her boss at work and they are happy. Since they work at the same place, so he understands her position very well and is the best partner she could have.
That's what I heard too. I told you she's living a happy marriage life.
When she heard you started dating me, she wanted us to break up, but she just couldn't say that, seeing your happy face with me. But she was happy that we got divorced so soon.
Is that right? I appreciate the way she feels about it. I know I'm right too. I'm glad I divorced you so quickly.
Don't say that, Nora. I want you to get back together with me. I still want to stay married to you. I thought you were the only one. I'm sure the whole reason I met Mia was to make sure you were the only one for me.
Don't be naive. Who would want to get back together with a lousy guy like you? I have no intention of getting back together with you.
Yeah? Are you really going to be so cold about it?
Of course. Think about what you did. Besides, I told your parents that we're divorced.
Seriously?
Well, they were so mad at you. They said they couldn't allow their son to do such a shameful thing. They apologized over and over again.
Oh my God.
So I told them about the time you dumped Mia, and they got even more furious. They don't consider you as their son anymore. They said they will never let you step into their home because they're breaking off the relationship with you.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know if anyone will take your side. When you come back, you're going to have to do your best to live on your own.
Wait a minute. I want to start over with you, Nora. I'm going to remarry you and be happy.
I refuse to get back together with you. I doubt I'll ever see you again, but I wish you well.
Wait a minute. Nora, it's an emergency. Reply to me. Please, respond immediately.
What is it already? You're so persistent. I have nothing to say to you.
That's the thing. I'm supposed to be back home tomorrow, and I can't find my passport. Do you know where it is?
Your passport? I don't have your passport. You must have lost it.
No way. I understand I'm not very good at organizing. That's why I left it with you, because I didn't want to lose it.
What? I don't remember about keeping your passport.
No, I put it in your suitcase. I put it in the zipper part of your suitcase.
You're lying, right? I'm going to check it now. I'll get back to you. I checked my suitcase and I found your passport in the inside zipper.
I knew it. I definitely left it with you. I was not lying, right? I knew it was in your suitcase.
You just put it there on your own, didn't you? You didn't tell me anything about it.
What are you talking about? I told you. You took my passport on purpose to harass me, didn't you? You must have been really frustrated that I told you that I was going to get back together with Mia.
Huh? Don't be silly. Why would I do such stupid thing? I don't even want to see you, so I didn't do it.
I don't care what you did, but if you have my passport, I'm not able to go home. Do something about it.
You don't have to come home, do you? Why don't you go find a job and live there?
Huh? You've got to be kidding me. Now come back with my passport.
Huh? Why should I do that? You're the one who suddenly asked me to leave, remember? And there's no way I'm going back there. Do something about it yourself.
You're being too irresponsible.
You're the one who sent me back. Besides, there are ways to get back home without a passport. I'm going to explain to you how to do it, and you're going to do it exactly as I say, okay?
You want me to do it myself?
There's no one else who can take care of the formalities for you, right?
That's true, but...
First, go to the embassy or consulate general and tell them you lost your passport, and they will take care of you.
Where is the embassy or consulate general?
Just check the map or ask someone. Also, travel documents for temporary return are often issued relatively quickly. I recommend a travel document rather than getting a new passport.
I don't care what you recommend.
Once your travel document is issued, contact the airline to reconfirm your flight. Make sure you can board with your travel document. After explaining everything so carefully, I'm sure you'll be fine.
You want me to do it myself? It's your fault that I don't have a passport, right?
If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You don't have to come back. I'm a stranger who's already divorced from you. I don't care what happens to you.
Don't say that. I want to go back to my home.
Then you're on your own.
Oh no.
So when you get back home, my lawyer will be talking to you.
Huh? Lawyer?
Yes. We're going to have to discuss about alimony, wedding, and the honeymoon trip expenses. So I've decided to ask a lawyer who works at my office to help me. It's faster to have these discussions through a specialist. Above all, I don't want to see your face or hear your voice.
Oh no.
I sent the contact information of my lawyer to your boss at your office.
Wait a minute. What does my boss have to do with this? Why would you do that?
Because your parents have broken off their relationship with you too. There was nowhere else to send. After consulting with my lawyer, it was decided that sending it to your boss would be the surest way to tell you. So that's what I did. Well then, good luck.
Nora, wait. This whole thing was my fault. Please, forgive me. I'll get down on my knees and apologize from the bottom of my heart. Just give me one more chance. I want you to get back together with me.
I told you I'm not. I nor my sister have no intention of getting back together with you. From now on, don't ever appear in front of us again. If you ever contact me or show yourself to me, I will have to deal with you immediately through my lawyer.
Nora, don't be so harsh. Listen to me. I know how much I love you. Nora!
Steve somehow made it back to the US, but through my lawyer, he was charged for the wedding and honeymoon, as well as alimony. The amount was a lot that he couldn't handle it on his own, and he couldn't rely on his parents, so he borrowed money and paid it all in one lump sum. Furthermore, since I sent the lawyer's contact information to his workplace, this incident came to light within the office. As a result, his sloppy behavior became known, and he was subjected to cold stares. Some employees started whispering about what was going on, and Steve found it hard to concentrate on his work. He had no choice but to quit his job. With debts, he is now working several part-time jobs a day to make ends meet. I don't know how long he will be able to keep his strength, but I hope he will be able to repay his debts. I have to start a new life on my own. I will have doubts in men for a while, but I hope that one day I will meet a wonderful man and want to marry him.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!